21st January 2021 marks the 35th birth anniversary of late actor Sushant Singh Rajput. His last release was the Mukesh Chhabra directorial Dil Bechara, which released on 24th July 2020. Sushant's last co-star was Sanjana Sanghi, who made her Bollywood debut as a lead actor with Dil Bechara. On Sushant's birth anniversary, here's an interview from our archives where Sanjana fondly remembers her co-star.
So, hello everyone, welcome to Midday. I'm Parul Sharma, and today we have with us the woman who's the talk of the town. Her debut film has beaten countless records and garnered immense praise. Hi Sanjana, welcome to Midday.
Hi Parul, thanks for having me.
I'd like to start off by congratulating you. Dil Bechara has pretty much surpassed everyone's wildest expectations. So, how does that feel?
It's unreal, to be honest. The fact is, though, that I got far more overwhelmed when I watched the film than I had imagined, because I watched it for the first time at 7:30 p.m. on 24th July with the rest of the world. I hadn't seen my own film. So I was left really, really sort of jolted after it. So I've taken 3 days to take it all in and get myself together before I'm able to have these interactions. But finally, to see that art is doing what it's meant to do, which is save lives and spread happiness, I'm so happy that Dil Bechara is doing that.
It would be a disservice not to talk about your beloved co-star in Dil Bechara, which is Sushant Singh Rajput. We all feel a tremendous sense of loss, even though we didn't know him personally. So I can only imagine what it must be like for you. At this current point in time, with a month and a half sort of having passed, how are you coping now?
I was asked this question before the release of the film about a week ago, and I'd said that I'm not coping, and I think for good or for bad, that hasn't changed. I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's because Dil Bechara for me is any memory related to this journey has him attached to it. So I can't look at it independently. Neither can I look at the love. One keeps hoping that he was there to see the love, because it's his blessing that's garnering this love too. And so I don't think I'm coping. I think I'm just barely sort of striding through. For me, coping is when you've come to terms with something, you've been able to make sense of it and garner strength from it and move on. I'm not there yet.
Had you and Sushant sort of let's be better to talk about, I guess, the sort of happier memories or something. Like, did you make any post-release plans or kind of talk about what you would have done, especially if the film was received well?
The plan wasn't basis whether it was received well or not. It was basis just how much we love Kizzy and Manny.
And that it's finally released.
Yeah, and the fact that, Rahman sir's music for us, like, we had made all sorts of plans of performing to Tare Gin and performing to Khul Ke Jeene Ka and him to the Dil Bechara title track, and maybe pulling different Kizzys out of the audience and giving them a twirl instead of giving me a twirl. And, so there was just all sorts of plans. But I mean, the pandemic ruined and changed all of our plans in the first place. So, so luckily
definitely.
that coping with that had happened collectively.
What was like a remarkable thing about Sushant that you noticed in all of the time that you spent together? Something that you maybe haven't shared yet?
For me, it was just, as actors, our jobs are really unique in that we have to really be selfish about being in our own mental zone and emotional space, because our characters are so different that you can't indulge by over interacting or etc. But Sushant was just extra generous with like helping out. As a debutant, to play Kizzy was just really challenging on multiple levels, because she's suffering from an illness. She's a Bengali girl. I am from Delhi. It's an emotional journey. So and Kizzy is in every frame almost of the film. So I had to shoot day after day, and I never had a breather. So he would teach me how to conserve energy. He would tell me that, like, don't give your 100% in every shot. When the camera is facing your back, try and conserve your energy. And I think this was a toolkit he developed over years of working, which he was just open to giving out, which I used to find that humility and generosity used to always like get to my heart.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.